Well, it's morning for us. I don't know what time it is for them. Hey, it's Jack,
And Mary.
and we're back with By Our Love. And today we are going to be looking at First Corinthians 13, I think, chapter, or what, starting at verse what?
Verse 4.
Yeah, so we are going to finish up with our Ephesians 4:15, speaking the truth in love. And we need to be careful about what the truth is. And we need a balance between speaking the truth and speaking with love, because if you speak with all truth,
Then you're not showing love.
and if you speak with all love,
Then you're not giving them the truth.
and you got to have the truth,
Yes.
and you got to have the love. And some people are really good at the love part, some people are really good at the truth part. But how are they going to know that Jesus is Lord and that he died for their sins if we don't speak the truth?
Yeah.
But we got to do it in love. So we're going to look at 1 Corinthians 13. And by the way, this is literally 5 minutes after we did our last episode. We decided to keep going with 1 Corinthians 13. And we probably are not going to get through that. This will probably be multiple episodes on 1 Corinthians as you come on the journey with us. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell, share. Sharing is super important, especially. And let us know if you like the content. Let us know how you are doing going through this journey together of allowing the Spirit to put more, to submitting ourselves to God.
Amen.
And allowing the Spirit to put more love in us, because we can't do it on our own.
That's right.
But let's go to 1 Corinthians 13.
Okay.
That's chapter verse
4.
4. That's where we're going to start.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
All right. So love is patient. So when you're talking to someone and you're doing truth with patience, it's kind of like that saying, because that patience is love. What do you think? What do you think that looks like? The patience.
I think listening to somebody and listening to them, it's hard sometimes when people share who have complete opposite views that you have, or they're closed-minded to the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's very difficult because it's like, we're like, why can't you see? Look all around you, why can't you see God's hand in things?
Now, I know for a fact I am not always patient. I want to get that truth out there. I want to smack them in the head with the facts, and I want to be right. So it's something to be cognizant of when you're speaking to someone. When you're on, and it's easier when you're on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook or somewhere to try to be patient. Look at that comment, read it over, and I need to take my own advice and do this, and just like, you know what, I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm going to be patient. And I liked what Mary said about, it's hard when you're listening to someone and you don't agree with what they're saying, that you want to kind of get down their throat a little bit. But I like that. So be patient and give us some of your ideas. What does it mean for love to be patient? Let's share together. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. So I agree with Mary. Being patient is allowing the person to speak and maybe not being so quick to throw that truth at them. Okay, so love is patient. Love is what else?
Love is kind.
What do you do if you're not naturally kind?
Well, like anything that doesn't come naturally to us, we have to pray more to
Yeah.
God to give us the grace and strength to.
You have to make a conscious effort, don't you? Because
Yeah.
I am not naturally kind. Mary, on the other hand, is naturally kind. Would you see yourself having trouble doing the kind aspect of speaking the truth?
No. I
Yeah,
don't think so.
no, it's just you're naturally
That's
kind.
just the way God.
Yeah, I want to be, since I want to be right so much, being kind is not one of my best things I do. So you have any advice for me?
Pray. Pray and get scripture in you, so that you can, have it work into you, so that
It's effort, yeah. So it's
yeah.
through you. So
Hmm.
it's like doing things like this, praying like
Hmm.
this, that can help you be more kind. And if patience is not something you're really good at,
Yeah.
what I find is you can go into a situation knowing you're going to have some confrontation, and you can prepare for that.
Hmm.
The challenge comes in is when we go into a
Yeah.
situation and we don't know the situation's coming,
Yeah.
and people who are like I am don't always do well with that. And maybe you don't always do well because of your kindness. You're not expecting the kind of assault that comes at you.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind, patient. What do we got
It
next?
does not envy.
What do you think that means in context of speaking the truth? It's an aspect of love, and we're doing this off the cuff, by the way. It's not like we just want to have like a dialogue with you. How about having confidence in what you're saying? Because if envy is like you're listening to the other person, and
Hmm.
it's like I really kind of envy what they're saying. I don't see it, and I maybe have you ever interacted with someone and you're like, man, their confidence.
Hmm.
They have such confidence in what they're saying, but we want to speak the truth in love. So, anyone else make comments about this, about the envy part? Don't envy. It's kind of hard to love someone if you envy them.
Hmm.
You're kind of putting them on a pedestal, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, the truth that we have is the most important truth in the world. Hmm. Okay. What do we got next,
Yeah.
Mary?
It does not boast.
That's like the opposite of the envy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you, between the two of us, Mary's gonna help us out here. Between the two of us, who do you think is more likely to boast between us, you or me?
Oh, obviously me.
Yes, it's Mary. Oh, what do we got to do with her? Always boasting on herself. That I think, you think that plays a big part in speaking the truth in love, not boasting.
Yeah. We can be very prideful of our knowledge and, and think,
I'm laughing because Mary's so prideful in her knowledge.
but we can't. We can, if we know truth, we know it's like, a person we're sharing with doesn't know, then it's like, well, of course, we're superior. We know.
Yeah. So you think pride, just generally pride
Yeah.
in general, gets in the way of speaking the truth?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like, it's easy to think of situations with me because I'm a mess.
I
Um,
think we all are.
yeah, we are. I'm just very, very prideful, very arrogant. Um, and that's not the greatest thing. That's not the greatest situation. I literally, not so much anymore as I grow, but I literally would walk in a room and basically think I was the smartest person in the room. And
That's prideful.
it's kind of prideful and
Boastful.
arrogant, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it doesn't is not conducive to speaking the truth in love, is it? So don't be boastful and don't be prideful. And I was thinking about you, Mary, and I had never in my life considered Mary as being prideful.
Yeah.
And she was sharing with me when she was working at McDonald's when I was children's pastoring in Columbus, Indiana. She said she took pride in how hard she worked, in how she worked circles around the young people. Now, I just thought of this while we're sitting here. Would you think that would in any way affect your ability to communicate love to those people?
It could.
Why? Why do you?
Because if you're thinking that you're better than the other people, they're lazy, they're not working as hard. Um, I got a reputation for being a very hard worker, and they can count on me. And so, that can build you up and make you think, oh, I'm better.
Did you think you were a better worker?
A better worker, yes.
Yes.
I knew I was.
She knew
Well,
she
you could
was.
see, But yeah, the pride, and that's wrong. That's sin. Pride is
Yeah.
sin.
And it, without even thinking about it. So these are the kind of things we're trying to do. Go into our lives and find out what is getting in the way
Mhm.
of speaking the truth in love. How can we be perceived? And we're going to stop now, and next episode we will continue with speaking the truth in love with 1 Corinthians 13. Again, comments, let us know how you're doing on your journey as you go through this. We're going to do this week by week, every Friday, about 8 o'clock. Remember to subscribe, remember to like, and remember to share. And they're all equally important. And we want to gradually get up in the YouTube search engine, especially if you feel like what we're doing has value.
Mhm.
If it has value for you, share it with other people. Share with us the value this has for you. And let's share the value. And we want people to know we are Christians by our love, not by how right we are. So God bless. We'll see you next week as we continue on 1 Corinthians. And
Don't forget, Psalm 139 at the end talks about search me and know my heart. And so we want to ask God to search our hearts so that we can, He can show us where we need to change and let Him do His work in us so that we can be more like Christ. Love you.
awesome.
God
God
bless
bless. And looking forward to your comments. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.